Tauranga's 4 commissioners are hitting the streets to find out exactly what the ratepayers want. The tour of the city's suburbs comes on the back of the release of the council's long-term plan, now out for public feedback.
I've lost count actually, because we've been out and about to ratepayers associations. I know at one stage it was recorded that we'd had 200 meetings with stakeholders, organisations and individuals across the city. That was a month ago, so we must be up to 300 or so now. And we're out here in the lakes this evening to share with the community what our long-term plan looks like, but also very much listening to the issues that the community want to raise, so that when we come to consider the long-term plan, we can bring in all of the ideas, suggestions, opportunities to do things a bit better or a bit differently, and bring that into the thinking of the long-term plan.
Around 100 local residents descended on Tauranga School in Pies Pa.
We will start with a presentation from the commissioners saying, look, this is at a high level, this is what the plan looks like. But the workshop here is more about us really engaging with the local community. They've made it clear that transportation and the provision of community facilities are really important to the community. And we want to understand actually what does that mean, what does that look like.
The night was organised by a new ratepayers group in the Lakes.
When the commissioners were appointed some months ago, we went and did a presentation to them about the lakes. Basically it was an information one saying this is what the lakes are, and we didn't really talk a lot about issues, but we talked about the lakes and its community. And we had a very good hearing in that situation, and we were invited then to, when the annual plan came out, to basically set up a meeting, and the commissioners said they would come.
Commission Chair Anne Tolley began by outlining the community's biggest concern.
Housing, price of housing unaffordable. People are really worried that their children and their grandchildren won't be able to afford to live in the city, or won't be able to find a rental if they, while they're working and saving for a house.
Increasing rates were questioned by the audience, but the commissioners didn't beat around the bush.
We're quite happy, like we came from Auckland too a couple of years ago, and we're quite happy too to pay the 16-17% increase in the rates for this year. But our concern, now that we're retired, is that going to be every year?
So in order for the city to be able to deliver what it needs, the rates will be high for a considerable period.
Traffic congestion, particularly around Greerton, was also raised, with Chair Anne Tolley conceding there's no quick fix.
There's something like 13,000 people coming into the CBD every day from 78 different points of origin. It's really hard to run a public transport system to cater for that.
After an hour of open Q&A, the commissioners left, having made a positive impact on residents.
I think it's the start of great things, but it comes down to central government. What do NZTA do in terms of infrastructure? What do other ministers do in terms of the other areas?
And it was thumbs up from the New Lakes Community Association.
The people felt that we got heard, their issues got heard, and they got answers. Not always the answers to which solved the problems, but the people felt that was an exchange and that was beneficial to them.
Commissioner Selwood said it's vital everyone takes an interest in how this long-term plan unfolds.
You know, there are some sentiments that are going around politically that we're aware of that are quite negative. So to all the naysayers that are out there, I would say, okay, we understand that you've got a concern, and we're quite open to hearing and hopefully even acting on some of those concerns as best we can. But let's have a can-do attitude. Let's look at how we can, between us all, the decisions that council makes and the involvement of the community, we can actually turn this into a fantastic city, which it is actually, but it could be better, and we want to make it the best that it can be.
Gavin Ogden, Local Focus.